It's not like very overwhelming. If you know basic coding and you're interested in some organization, you can really participate.
English is not a limiting factor. If you know to do basic communication, that's fine.
You spend 2-3 hours a day. It's completely remote and you can do it from anywhere. So you should start engaging with the organization as soon as the organizations are announced.
How much time should I be keeping aside for this internship, during the internship or for the preparation itself?
Typically, like at least 2 hours a day, every day. I mean, it really depends on how much you want to contribute. Weekly, if you have some goals, and it's up to you to decide that how much you want to put in. But typically, it's not supposed to be a full-time, internship, 8 hours a day. No, that's not the requirement. You can 10, 12 hours a week or whatever, but not like 8 hours a day.
Okay, it's okay. So it's flexible. But this
Yes.
is for the preparation for the internship or for the actual internship that we allocate the time we would like?
Yeah, it's for the entire internship. Like it's not a full-time job. So it's supposed to be like 2-3 hours a day max. Yeah.
If a person wants to dive into getting an internship, should the person put in like the whole 8 hours a day kind of? Is it very competitive is my question actually. Should I put in more time or 2-3 hours per day would suffice then also?
I think 2-3 hours suffices. So during the proposal phase, let's say you have this. So if you see this is application review period. So students, they submit a proposal before the program actually starts. And in the proposal, you are trying to commit some deliverables that you are going to do. What are your plan for the entire 10-week period, whatever the internship is. So during your proposal period, you can define what you want to deliver. So you don't want to over-promise things. So you define in such a way that you can achieve. And even your mentor understands how much you can contribute typically. So even the mentor is careful or in advising that what you should put in the proposal, so that you can achieve it easily if you're giving like 2-3 hours a day. But supposedly you are very keen, you can, there's no limit to how much you want to do. It's not like very overwhelming.
Okay, so yeah, that's a relief to hear. It's not very overwhelming. It's achievable thing, right? So if I am a graduate student, say a normal graduate student in a normal college somewhere in India, and I look at this GSoC organizations, I find an organization, go reach out to the mentors, and I do their tasks if it is DBPedia, and then I need a proposal, right? So is this proposal coming out of the tasks we do at DBPedia, in case of DBPedia, or is it something very new we have to find from somewhere else?
So usually what happens is that in case of DBPedia, what happened was that you take like some of the previous or past work, and so the mentors usually what they do is they take past years students' work and they tell you that just repeat that project, that just implement it and see whether you are able to run that code on your system and get some idea of your own. And once you run that system, you will get to know where you can really contribute, or if you are getting some new idea or not. Usually, so it's like 10 weeks of coding. So it has to be a substantial work. So it has to be something new which you have contributed on your own. It has to be something new, but at the same time, it's not that you have to come up with everything. It's like you are using someone's work and you are
improvising
working on top of that. Okay. Yes.
Okay, that's clear. Okay, so this is, I understand it is a remote internship. You don't go to an office to do it, right?
Yes, it's completely remote and you can do it from anywhere. So that's an
Okay.
advantage.
Okay, so if I'm studying, can I work outside my class time, or would this taking this an internship lead to me missing some classes generally?
No, generally, I mean, like I said, the expectation is not like a full-time work. So you spend 2-3 hours a day. It has to be consistent. It's not that you should take it too lightly,
Okay.
but it has to be a consistent effort. And I don't think you require to miss any classes, because if you are consistently working every day like 2-3 hours a day, you would not require to work an entire day for something.
Okay. Okay. So you mentioned it's a completely remote internship. So we should be having a laptop and internet connection, right?
Yes, I mean, because you would be interacting with your mentors regularly based on your understanding. So internet connection is required to engage with them and to submit your work. Yes.
And a normal laptop. That would be enough.
Yes, a very basic normal laptop
Okay.
should be enough. In
Uh,
some cases, the organization, they also offer some cloud server, so that if you don't have a very high-end laptop or something, you can use their cloud servers. But I'm not sure about every organization if they offer, but I think with DBPedia, they have some quota with Google Colab.
okay. So we work with that. Okay. Next question is for students whose mother tongue is not English, or are not fluent in English. For them, would it be difficult to get an internship?
The working proficiency of English, it's not that you need to speak a lot. I mean, as long as you can engage with your mentor and your mentor can communicate, it should be good. Because I have mentored one student, his mother tongue was also not English. He would communicate slowly, but yeah, I mean, we do get along when we really want to.
Okay, so that's very nice to hear. That means English is not a limiting factor. If you know to do basic communication, that's fine.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so my next question is, this is a coding internship. Should I be a computer science related field graduate, or what if I'm an economics graduate but I'm interested to do an GSoC internship? Can I do it? Or
Basic coding, you should be able to do, because it is going to be a code, but it's not like you have to be some computer science expert or something. Usually the perception is that these students should come from a competitive programming background or something, like should have solved so many programs or something. No, it's not like that. Like, if you know basic coding and you are interested in some organization, you can really participate. So there are many organizations which are not like from computer science. There are many like genomics or something. There are many organizations which are not core computer science organizations. So all kinds of people are welcome, and very much encouraged.
okay. So next question would be, I don't know if we have to be within a certain age to be a graduate. What if I'm like very old, but still I'm a graduate? So being a graduate is a criteria, or my age is a factor anywhere?
No, I don't think age is a factor. The only eligibility is that you have to be a student.
Okay.
That you have to be enrolled as a student.
A full-time student, not a part-time student.
You should have a student status. It doesn't depend
Okay.
on full-time or
Okay.
part-time. But I
Okay.
have to confirm it.
Yeah. My next question would be, what if I'm a really technically sound person, not like very sound, but I do courses in computer science. I'm a BSc computer science graduate or a BTech graduate. Is it easier for me to apply? And what should I do next?
So you should start engaging with the organization as soon as the organizations are announced. So the best strategy is to start the conversation early, like with the organization, like that. As soon as they are started the invitation, you just start engaging with them, because creation of a proposal takes time, because they will ask you to do some tasks and you do that task first, and then you get an idea, then you revise that idea. So that kind of back and forth idea exchange and iteratively forming the proposal takes time. So the earlier you start, the better your chances become, because by the time the application period, the application deadline comes, you already have a sound proposal in hand. Then your chances improves. So one of the I think things which I noticed in the previous years was that many good students, they applied, but they applied at a very later stage, like when the application deadline was just reaching, and then there was no time left to improve on that proposal, and the proposal was very immature at that time, and so we had to not select it. So your chances become higher when you start early.
So the rule of thumb is, as soon as you have these organizations announced on their website, go talk to the mentors, take up a challenge or task, and then start engaging, right?
Yes.